Welcome back, everybody. Derek Sue, your 2022 Oakland mayoral candidate. Well, today last night I was listening to Mayor Libby Schaaf mention that she's going to make her selection for the new Oakland Police Chief position. And, that's going to make number 6 here for City of Oakland in the time that Libby's been the mayor, and she's had a lot of issues with police chiefs, but then she has an even bigger issue, is that a lot of city residents, especially the communities of color, have a real issue with Libby. And Libby, you know what that issue is. We've all made it real clear that all the people in power that make decisions are Caucasian. There are no people of color in that administration. In your 30 positions of decision makers and policy makers. So there are no people of color in your admin, and that creates a problem. And then also why I'm talking about the police chief today. Because we have 3 candidates of African-American descent or people of color. One is from the Monterey area, the police chief down there, and then we have 2 lieutenants here from the Oakland Police Department, and then we have the 4th candidate, who is the Caucasian, the sole Caucasian person, and he is from the East Coast and Philadelphia. So that's a real big problem, because policing on the East Coast is very different than policing on the West Coast. And so, yeah, he may be in charge of a police department, which does handle a lot of people of color and works along the racial boundary lines. So even though he may be a good candidate, I would really lean towards hiring somebody who is not Caucasian this time, because the last 5 were Caucasian, men and women. But then we need a person of color to really start addressing the issues here in Oakland and start the reimagining of our police services for the city of Oakland. Because I definitely would like to see some real creative reimagining, and I'd like to sit down and talk about them, but we'll see what happens. But Libby, if you really want to get on the good side of residents here, I would highly recommend you select a person of color rather than. I'm not saying anything bad about the candidate from out of state, but your administration is very racist. Yeah, I said it. It's very racist. Because without any person of color in any official capacity of decision making and policy making, that is a racist administration. And you can start breaking that by selecting a police chief of color. So think about it, folks. We'll be right back.